my most craziest, weirdest, most memorable Tinder date ever. That is what is going down in this video, because I am gonna share the most memorable moment that I've had when it comes to weird Tinder dates. And do stay put till the end, because I'm gonna tell you why you need to go on more Tinder dates. I got some tiger juice in me, let's do this. Let's start with some context. This is a few months back when I had just gotten back into the Tinder game. You see, I burnt out last October and I thought that maybe finding a girl would be the answer that would just magically solve all my stress-related issues. Bought Tinder Gold, started swiping right, started texting with a lot of girls, but I never pulled the trigger to go on that first date because it had been like maybe 7 or 8 months since I had last been on an actual date, so I felt really rusty. Plus this whole burnout thing just made me really weird. However, this weekend came and I was supposed to go on this big party. My old friend was turning 30 and I was super excited about it. Although my burnout symptoms got the best of me and I wasn't able to go. Being me, I woke up this Saturday morning as it was and thought, damn, I missed this great party. Let's see if I can make a Tinder date happen today that has actually the potential to make up for this thing. Bear in mind that I'm still feeling super weird and I'm like maybe sick. So I took up my phone, I go back and see matches I've had, and I see this really cute girl that I haven't started talking to yet. So I just take action and I write, "Hey, how are you doing?" And instantly she replies and says,
"Yeah, I'm at this cafe and it..."
As it turns out, it's only like a walking distance away. So I, without hesitating, say,
"Do you want to have company? Should I join?"
And she's like,
"Sure."
She's super cute at the pictures and I'm thinking,
"Let's just do this."
I'm having no hesitation because I don't want to miss this opportunity. Remember, this is early Saturday morning. It's like maybe 10 in the morning. Put on some clothes and I go down and I text her again.
"Yes, I'm on my way. Where you at?"
And then she says,
"Yeah, I moved myself to this bar."
And she named the bar and I was thinking,
"A bar? Early morning?"
I don't know, I just started to get this bad vibe from the whole thing. But still, I was curious on what the hell was going on. So I went there and I opened the door and I go in and I see it's a crowded bar this early Saturday morning with people actually drinking beer.
Damn, what kind of place is this?
But I see one girl sitting over there at the table and she's also having a big beer, I can tell. But I'm figuring out that has to be her. I wave and she waves at me. I go up and we introduce. I sit down and I say,
"I'm not feeling too well, but I'd like to join you. I'm not gonna have any beer because of my state."
She's fine with that, and we just sit down and we start talking, and quite quickly I'm picking up that she's a bit special. She's nice and all, but I can tell she seems a bit sad, and actually as it happens, she tells me that the reason she's being at this bar at this moment is because she lost an old friend of hers, and this was the place that she got to know her. And the whole date plays out like me digging a bit about in her past and who she is and what has happened. And it's a real nice and deep and connecting moment, but I can tell that we don't have that much in common. You see, I'm a super healthy guy and she's like taking 3 smokes during this period we're sitting there, and I think she has 3 beers, and I'm talking big, strong beers. So she's actually starting to get a bit tipsy and I'm like not feeling too well, and as the conversations go on, I think it's interesting and I'm seeing it as a practice. I'm not really getting that vibe. So after a while I'm just, you know what? That's how I felt. Like a noise just going off, alarm sounding.
This is not gonna be a thing. You might as well call it a day.
And so I do, and I say,
"Hey, it was nice meeting you. I'm not feeling too well. I'm gonna go back now." But
and that was it. Nothing more to it. And as I'm walking home, I actually get a text from her. It's only maybe 5 minutes later.
"Yeah, I was just about to leave after you left, but then the guys next to us, they invited me over for a beer, so now I'm gonna have another beer."
She's saying with a smiley face, and I hadn't really picked up on her being that flirtatious. She actually, during the date, picked up the phone and talked to her friend for like 10 minutes.
okay, this is weird. What am I supposed to do?
But so now she's texting me with the smiley face and says, yeah, I'm gonna stay around. These people are buying me another beer. So, and I don't really know what she wants me to answer when she writes me this, and I'm just
Okay.
And without much thinking, I just reply,
Yeah, if you need a rest later, if you get tired, you can always come up to my place and we'll talk some more.
I usually don't do that kind of direct response. I'm a bit hesitant and like careful. But this, you hungry Alex for an adventure who wants to make up for this lost opportunity, he's all of a sudden surprising me with action. So I'm just embracing this whole crazy Alex thing and I'm going with it. So I send the thing and she replies like,
yeah, I might take you up on that offer later.
and then silence. I'm not thinking so much more about it. I go home and I rest because I'm exhausted. All of a suddenly, my Tinder makes a noise.
So, can I take you up on that offer still? Smiley face.
And I'm like,
Sure, why not?
I don't hear any more for an hour. I texted her the address and she's like,
Okay.
and then nothing, silence. 1 hour goes by, another half an hour goes by, and then she calls me like,
Yeah, I'm here now.
so I go down, open the door, she's there, and now she's really drunk. She tells me that the guys next to her, they had been buying her beers. I think she had like 6 or 7 strong beers from the morning till now, and that's a lot of beer for a girl. It's a lot of beer for me. I would have been super drunk. So I like,
Sure, come in.
and we sit down, we start talking, and since she's so drunk, I'm like,
I need to level with you. Let me just pour myself a glass of wine and some whiskey. So,
and I'm a person that very rarely drinks alcohol, but I'm just embracing this whole thing. So I take some whiskey, I take some wine. You see crazy Alex just embracing the whole scenario here, and I'm liking it. This is an adventure. We didn't connect at the beginning. Are we connecting now? Actually, we are. I mean, when she was a bit more drunk, she got a bit more funnier, and we just started not being so serious. For the first time, we tipped on a common area of interest. As it happens, I was just about to start watching Guardians of the Galaxy when she came, and we bonded over Marvel movies. And she was a hardcore nerd. I had not seen this coming, and I liked this part. So I popped some popcorn, we drink some wine, and we start watching this movie, laying down in my bed and cuddling and having a nice time.
damn, Alex. What happened? What happened?
So as we're lying there watching the movie and just enjoying ourselves, her phone all of a sudden rings. It's her friend. She walks around in the apartment and talks for a couple of minutes before hanging up and says...
So, that was a friend of mine.
And she's starting to sober up at this point for some reason.
And I actually promised him to meet up earlier today, so I'm gonna have to take off soon.
And I'm like,
Okay.
I had a good time and I didn't expect anything. I was just enjoying myself. I like this girl now. She was drunker, but she was funny. She had opened up and we connected. So she left me, and that was it. I had gotten 2 Tinder dates on the same day with their girl that in the beginning I really didn't find any connection to, but now I felt like she's really nice and it was just a fun thing. I was satisfied. I felt super worth missing the whole party. However, the story ain't over yet, because as I'm just getting ready to go to bed, it's about 11:15, my phone makes this noise. I get a message.
Hey, so, you mind if I come by again?
I'm totally exhausted at this point because the whole day it's just drained me on energy and I'm still feeling really bad. I've got a headache and all those things. But I'm in the mood for this adventure to continue. I'm hungry. I want more. So I invite her over, and like a quarter later, she's there. I give her a hug and welcome her in. And the first thing she does is she picks up her bag, she cracks open a beer, she goes out for a smoke, then she comes in again, and we start talking. We start talking. The thing is, now she's even drunker, but she's still like super talkative and she's very smart. She's super smart. This is not a dumb chick. We're getting into these deep topics because as we previously had been discussing Marvel movies and Avengers and how the entire population just was wiped out like that, that opened up a door into her like values and beliefs and how pessimistic point of view she had about the future of the world. It's the opposite of my opinion. So we're starting to like crash a bit and my headache is starting to kill me here because my burnout, when I have to really think about what I'm talking about, that triggers my headache like nothing else. So I'm just starting to get super pumped out and she's turning out to be this super smart chick and we're having a deep conversation 12:30 Saturday evening. She's drinking still, I'm super sober and I'm sick and it's just, I'm at one point I'm just
what the f happened here? What's going on? What is this?
and I just feel empty. I feel like I'm not enjoying the situation anymore. It's so weird. It's the third date in one day with the same girl and it's just turning out weird. But still, I decide to just bury the hatch and switch topic. And then the story ended. How it ended? That's not important. The takeaway, the moral of the story here, it's worth taking the chance to go on a Tinder date, but because it may turn out amazing. It may not turn out amazing, but the cost of that is not that high. You lose a bit of time, you may lose a couple of bucks because you bought a beer, or it's not easy to get a date. But if you get the opportunity, if you put in some energy, there's a really nice risk reward here. Practicing talking to people, that's just such a good thing. Putting yourself in a situation where you can get comfortable with strangers, that makes you even better the next time it happens. So even if it doesn't go good on this Tinder date, it's a practice that enables you to be even more comfortable in the next Tinder date you're going on, or any date for that matter. 3 of my closer friends have found their love of their life on Tinder. You can, like me, have this super nice, crazy experience from just being a bit gutsy, taking action and daring to put yourself out there. I hope you enjoyed this little Tinder date story. I for sure enjoyed the dates and I enjoyed telling it to you. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. Maybe I can share some more stories of my past. My name is Alexander Nilsson. I want you to go out there and face some fears, and I also want you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. But if you don't like it, don't do it. I wish you a great day. Go out there, face some fears. My name is Alexander Nilsson, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm such a hypocrite. Realizing that I don't even do Tinder anymore. I stopped after the corona hit and all that came to this world. That being said, I picked up my phone and did something about it. I see that this girl, very cute girl, look at this, censor, super cute girl. I see that she has written to me. I check what it is and it says, not too shabby. So that's me. I'm not too shabby. Would like to hear what the worst or best text Tinder message you ever received said.